Good morning.
Good morning.
So I need a Wonderbox helper this morning. Let's see. It's like nobody wants to do it this morning. All right, you know what, Isla? I think it's been a while since you've been up here. So come join me up here. All right. So let's see what we have in the box. Oh, what do we have? Oh, we've got a sweet little dog. Looks so gentle and kind. You think so? Okay, thank you so much, Isla. So, today's story is about a dog, a very special dog with a very special bark. Now, this little sweet thing here cannot bark on its own. So I'm going to need some help from our kids. So, and everyone else has been warned. When I hold this sweet thing up in the air, I need our kids to bark. And when I bring it back down, I need y'all to stop. Okay? So shall we give it a try? Okay, let's try it. All right. Good. Excellent. Now let's try it one more time because I think y'all can bark a little louder than that. Okay? There we go. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, y'all are ready. Okay. So, once upon a time, there was a king who cared for no one but himself. He amassed great riches and lived in luxury, while the people of his kingdom grew poorer and poorer. But this heartless king didn't care. He only cared for himself. Now, one day, a man and his dog came to the palace to teach the heartless king a lesson. Now, this dog was enormous, okay? Think about bigger than a Great Dane. Maybe, yes. And so this fascinated the king, so the king allowed them in. But the king soon discovered that besides the enormous size, their dog was special in another way. Its bark. So when the dog barked, the walls of the palace shook, and nothing else could be heard. Excellent. So in a short moment of quiet, the king demanded that the man make the dog stop. The man said that the dog was hungry. So the king ordered his servants to bring, a heaping pile of food for the dog. And the dog ate it up in one big bite. And then the barking began again. In another moment of quiet, the king said, "Why is the dog still barking?" The man replied, "He is hungry for justice, not meat." As long as the people in your land are hungry and living in rundown hovels, the dog will bark. As long as people are being paid meager wages, the dog will bark. As long as people in your kingdom are being treated unfairly, the dog will bark. This made the selfish king very angry. He did not like having to think about anyone other than himself. But he also could not live in his palace with the enormous dog barking all the time. Y'all are good at that. And so, reluctantly, the king ordered his servants to go to the storerooms and bring out all the food and take it to all the people in his kingdom. The king began to work with his advisors to make laws to protect his people and to help make life better for them. The dog stayed with the king for many years to make sure that he had learned his lesson. And occasionally, the dog would let out a little bark. Good job. To remind the king to put his people first. Now, once the dog was sure that the king truly understood the meaning of justice, it got up and walked out of the palace and went in search for another place to go bark for justice. There we go. All right, there we go. So all right, Isla, would you like to come help me pass the flame?
Oh, that was great. One small mark.
So we'll say together, from generation to generation, we light this flame of religious freedom.